Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. Polygon is a cryptocurrency that hasn't really moved a lot since my last update, and therefore it's also been a while since I updated it. But yeah, because it's been a while, I decided to do an update. And just to reinforce here my message that my primary scenario still stands, and this is, if we zoom out here a little bit, you can see it. It is the move here of an A, B, C. Yeah, I mean, there is this, or let me take that out because this is not relevant. So where we made our all-time high back here, or the previous all-time high, because we did another all-time, well, we made a new all-time high in December, but that previous all-time high from May 21, we came down afterwards, like many other cryptocurrencies, in a wave A. It took the price very long, or took Polygon MATIC very long to move here up into this wave B, because we didn't make a higher high, or only a minor higher high. Yeah, we didn't really push much higher. This reinforces my view that this is actually a wave B, and we are now coming down in a wave C. It's just taking a bit longer, and that wave C would ideally, yeah, it sounds very unrealistic, I know that, between 30 and, let me see, 30 and 32 and 60 cents. So basically between the 88.7% FIB level and the 78.6. This is still my primary scenario, and at the moment, you know, we are climbing down the ladder step by step, and the next step would be a move below the below the 50% FIB retracement at 141. It's a very important support level that we are coming too close again at the moment. Now, this is the primary scenario, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. There is the alternative, which is more bullish, and this is certainly also possible. So by no means my primary scenario has to work out 100%. I talked about it in previous videos that there is a scenario in which the low could already be in my opinion, much less likely, just because the price isn't really pushing higher at all, and just because the way the price structure is, it is very unlikely. It is unlikely. So overall, how we could see it is that we made here something like a diagonal pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then created a wave A down, an overshooting wave B, and yeah, we are coming down now in this wave C. Now this wave C can still come down that low, but theoretically the wave C could already be ending here, or could have ended here at 125. Yeah, so this is a scenario in which the price could now push higher, but again, the way the price is developing here doesn't look impulsive, because if that wave C is already finished, you would expect some higher highs, some higher lows. And yeah, I mean, you see that, but I mean, how is the price doing that? We're coming up here, and first of all, this looks not like you can count this as a first 5-wave move, yes. So let's say this would be a wave 1, and this is a wave 2. Okay, but then you have here another wave 1 and another wave 2. Possible. Is it likely? Not sure, especially as the price couldn't push much higher, and because the price could not really move above the 200-day moving average. But yeah, the low could be in, absolutely, but I find it very unlikely, especially given the price structure, and we're not really starting in any bullish way. I mean, the price has not even managed to break above the next FIB level, and yeah, until that happens, yeah, I'm still fairly short-term bearish, but generally very, very bullish on Polygon MATIC. But I think I'll stick here for now with my primary scenario, which would be that we are coming down once more lower, much lower. That would be, from now, to be fair, I know it seems unrealistic, but it would be a 57% drop from here. Now, theoretically, in the more bullish scenario, the price could still come all the way down to $1, yeah, or $1.02. That swing low here, and even from here we could still start to move up. So it is a chart, I must say, that is a little bit unclear. Yeah, it is less clear than many other crypto charts that I'm looking at, and I have to acknowledge that, you know. Therefore, I'm a bit skeptical here generally. And if I'm a bit skeptical, if I'm not sure, then I personally rather don't invest. Yeah, or at least I'm a bit more careful with investing, you know, because there are other crypto charts that are fairly clear, like VeChain, like Ethereum, like Solana, that also do exactly what we talked about. I mean, to be fair, MATIC so far has been doing what we've been talking about as well. Yeah, it did not make a new all-time high here. That's what we expected. It has come down. Now it is coming down slower than expected, but in no way that means that it couldn't come lower again. You know, we are climbing down lower here. We had, for example, and this is so interesting, this here we made a head and shoulders. I remember when we talked about that. Then we stepped down one ladder here, one step on the ladder, and you made another head and shoulders pattern. Very interesting, yeah. And you always retested the previous former support as resistance. Here we had another head and shoulders pattern in small. Didn't really break below it, but we also retested previous support as resistance. So all of these things here don't make a very bullish, don't look very bullish. I mean, you could even, well, the way this is coming up here at the moment, also from a pattern point of view, if we and let me just take those lines out, otherwise it gets a bit confusing. So this is looking a little bit like an ascending wedge, a slightly ascending wedge, but it is an ascending wedge, which again would be a rather bearish pattern. From an ascending wedge, you would normally break to the downside, not guaranteed, but given the fact that you've got your 200-day moving average here, we also broke below the 50-day moving average. Yeah, it could be that if we break below this level, which is at 145, but then we also need to break 141, which is the 50% retracement level, the 50% fib retracement, a very important support level. If we lose that, break below that, then I think we can go quite fast, first of all, to the next support, which is here at 130. And if you lose that, I think we're going to go down to $1.08, which is the 61% fib level. And in this range here, if we lose that, I think then we are on the way into my target area. So far, the price would need to give, go up fast in order to maintain any sort of, or to gain any sort of bullish momentum. For now, I'm skeptical. Yeah, not saying the low couldn't be in already, but it doesn't look like that for me. And that's really everything I can tell you here for now. Short term is looking like here on the 4-hour chart that the price is pushing higher again. It's about to push higher. You see here nearly a bullish crossover on the 4-hour chart. We were oversold on the RSI as well. So we are obviously here at the support level of this ascending wedge. No problem to push again higher, maybe once more to the 200-day moving average, which would be here at 175. However, bear in mind you're now below the 50-day moving average, and this could just be a little bit of a retest from below before we break to the downside of this ascending wedge. Now the 8-hour chart has also started to reduce negative momentum, and again that is an effect of the 4-hour chart turning around, but the daily is still pushing lower. We have a short signal on the ADX and DI, and also the MACD made a bearish crossover, and the RSI also has further downside potential. So yeah, for now, even the 4-day chart here did not manage to make a bullish crossover, so also that rather bearish, and the 2-day chart also under pressure here, pushing lower on the MACD. So for me, it doesn't look very bullish, that chart. That is pretty much the summary, and I think there is still a lot of downside potential on this chart. So that's my view about Polygon MATIC. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.